the most famous pirate in history, and the image that comes to mind when we think of pirates. The privateer and pirate Blackbeard transcended his time and is a legend even to this day. Today, we're going to learn more about one of the most feared pirates in history. Hello everybody, and welcome back to our channel. If it's your first time here, please consider subscribing. Edward Teach, also known as Blackbeard, passed away on November 22, 1718. He is considered the last of the classic Caribbean pirates, and his name has transcended in popular imagination as one of the greatest villains in history. His nickname, Blackbeard, was given due to his long, tangled, and dark beard, which he adorned with lit cannon fuses during boardings to instill terror in his enemies. Additionally, his imposing 2-meter stature, demonic appearance, and intimidating gaze made him look even more frightening when he wore his tricorn hat adorned with feathers and exhibited his swords, knives, and sets of 3 pistols of different calibers in front of his horrified victims. The first misdeeds of Blackbeard are a mystery, as the exact place of his birth is still unknown. Some theories point to Bristol, South Carolina, and even Jamaica. However, it is known that his parents ran a tavern where, according to rumors, they drugged sailors and then embarked them on their ships. Despite this, others claim that Blackbeard had a comfortable position because he knew how to read and write. During the war between France and England for control of the United States, Blackbeard acted as an English privateer, attacking French ships. After the war, he became a pirate and sailed with Benjamin Hornigold. It was on the island of New Providence where he began to carry out his first misdeeds, capturing several Spanish, French, and Madeiran ships. In 1717, he captured the French merchant Concorde, which he renamed Queen Anne's Revenge and turned into a war machine with more than 50 cannons. The feat that made Blackbeard famous was perpetrated at the naval base of San Vicente, where he captured the Great Allen and killed its crew before burning the ship. The English warship Scarborough tried to capture Blackbeard, but it was also defeated. This event made him the #1 public enemy of the Empire. To eradicate piracy in the area, King George I decreed amnesty for those pirates who abandoned their activities. However, Blackbeard rejected the conditions and continued with his attacks, assaulting French, British, and Spanish possessions. His incursions on the Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico earned him the nickname the Great Devil. The governor of the colony of North Carolina, Charles Eden, reached an agreement with Blackbeard in which he would be pardoned under the Grace Act in exchange for receiving a portion of the loot. The pirate married a 16-year-old girl and settled on the Ocracoke Island. But the charade lasted a short time, as in May 1718, Blackbeard besieged the city of Charleston and held the entire population hostage until they delivered a ransom of 1,500 pounds. According to legends, he did it to get medicine to cure his crew's syphilis. For Blackbeard, the health of his men was essential, and that's why he got rid of the entire crew of the French ship Concorde, except for the surgeons. The governor of Virginia, Alexander Spotswood, decided to act on the increasing piracy and the presence of Blackbeard on the Ocracoke Island. Aware of the risks this could have for the colony's economy, he contacted Royal Navy Lieutenant Robert Maynard to put an end to the situation. On November 21st, Maynard arrived on the island commanding the sloops Ranger and Jane, and waited for Blackbeard to get drunk with the skipper of a sloop to prepare the attack. Then on November 22nd, Blackbeard sailed into the channels of the island aboard the Adventure. Maynard sent a longboat to observe his movements, but Blackbeard fired upon it. Upon hoisting the royal ensign, Maynard ordered his ships to intercept the pirate. Blackbeard ordered a retreat while firing his cannons at the English. According to some versions, all the ships were stranded, and Maynard was forced to pursue the pirate rowing. Without cannons, Maynard's men fired their small arms. Blackbeard challenged Maynard, but when he boarded the English sloop, he realized he had fallen into a trap. The two crews fought to the death for several hours, and Maynard and Blackbeard ended up facing each other. The death of Blackbeard became a legend that endures to this day. The pirate received 25 wounds, 5 of them from pistols, and finally fell dead. Maynard's sloop, which had been stranded, was able to land and attack from the side, forcing the pirate crew to surrender. Maynard showed no mercy for Blackbeard's body. He ordered his head to be cut off and displayed for several weeks on the bowsprit, the mast that extends almost horizontally from the bow. Upon his return to Virginia, 13 of the 15 prisoners were hanged for piracy. Several stories have been woven about the figure of Blackbeard, such as the one that tells of his decapitated body floating around the ship several times, or the one that says his ghost still haunts the area of Teach's Hole, a place on the island of Ocracoke that bears his name. Despite these legends, the fact is that Robert Maynard's sword put an end to the life of Edward Teach, the feared Blackbeard, whose name alone provoked genuine terror among the inhabitants of the New World. And that's it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please show your support by giving us a thumbs up and subscribing to our channel. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next one.